Well, since this is a new page, I might as well start over again. To an introduction, my name is Lily. That is the name that I went by on the streets. It is not my legal name, but it is the name that is actually the name of my book. My book is called My Name is Lilith. And when I was on the streets in Vancouver, I'm a survivor of East Hastings. One of the things that I struggled really hard with was my relationship with the male species, because in Vancouver on East Hastings you are dealing with like lowest of the low type of men, bottom feeders, evil, terrible things happen there. And I have seen evil, terrible things happen in front of my own eyes. So I called myself Lilith as a testament to the disobedience of woman, the divine feminine, and basically just fuck the system, you know what I mean? So that's how it was. And I spent 13 months in Vancouver on Hastings, usually around the 44, so like Dunleavy area. I spent time at New Fountain. I spent time at the 412, the 44, 396, Sister Space, if you can think of it. I've been there. And it was not a good experience. I'm a survivor of the opioid crisis. I have 121 or 122 days of sobriety today. So, 4 months ago, I said enough was enough, and I left the downtown east side. You can hear the baby over there. That's my grandson. He was one of the reasons why I left Vancouver. He was one of the driving forces to help me get clean. My daughter, she's 19. I'm 38 years old. But she would tell me things like, you're my best friend, I need you. And like, for the longest time, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that I had family. I didn't believe that people loved me. I believed that I was worthless, and that my addiction was winning, and I had hit the end of the rope. Because downtown Eastside Vancouver is known Canada-wide for being like an elephant graveyard. It's kind of like the end stages of addiction. Addiction is a disease. It is a progressive and fatal illness, and there is end stages, and a lot of people in Vancouver are in the end stages of addiction. A lot of people can maintain addiction for a long time. I've met people that have been down there for like 40, 50 years, and they've been able to figure it out. And yeah, personally, 13 months was enough for me. And 13 months, like I said, was enough for me. And on the 17th of November of last year, I decided. So on the 17th of November, I decided enough was enough, and I am getting the fuck out of Dodge. And I went to a fire department across the street from the welfare office. Full circle, the first night that I spent on the streets, I ended up freezing my buns off at that same set of stairs. And I met a guy they called the captain, and he brought me into his house. I learned about SROs. I was really naive back then. One thing I can say that Vancouver taught me was how to behave. I used to be self-righteous, rude, entitled, and disrespectful, and thought that I was owed much more. And basically, I had sense knocked into me in regards to how to behave, how to treat others. I learned respect, I learned hierarchy, I learned how things run in the real world basically, and I learned how to know when to use justifiable anger and when to walk away. And that took a lot for me because I used to be a selfish and proud, dumb bitch. And I'm not like that anymore. But yeah, I ended up leaving. I went to a detox out there, and I got onto the methadone program, which I'm still currently on. I've been on for 4 months. I'm starting to have health problems, so I'm going to be switching over to Sublocade. And it is what it is. But for now, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm right about to go into treatment. I finished a treatment program a couple of months back. I still have stayed sober through everything. I am loving every fucking day. I am enjoying every moment. I am so grateful. But I'll talk about that later.